And we are live. Hello, Internet. It's Chase RedShirtKing Wassenar, and welcome to a very exciting stream. I am honestly stoked for this one, even more than usual. Why? Because we have a new hero. Felyn, F-E-L-Y-N, has been added to the game. I do not know what she does. I have seen a couple snippets on the Discord, but I have intentionally avoided looking into her too deeply because I want to have that experience in game today. And the game, of course, is going to be focused on her. Oh, I just loaded into the wrong save file. I want to start. Well, now you can see what my other team looks like. We're gonna just ignore the wolf ninjas here. I forget that I've played this game in my downtime because I like to get a sense of some of these positions and some of the champions and how they interact with each other without always playing on hell difficulty. But we are the Siren's Call. We are a team of goth girls that has powered our way through Season 2. We are now in League 1. And we are at the Suffering Carnival, which means that we have the ability to upgrade in. And let's check out Felyn real quick. I know that she can be played in top and bot lane. Oh, these champs are locked for now. Here we go. She is a magical marksman. Felyn increases energy to improve the energy level, which deals more damage. When energy level reaches 7 or above, Felyn improves one energy level and adds a copy of Excited State to the hand, which I imagine, is use energy level up to 5. Deal 15% damage with each attack to a random hero. So you can perform up to 5 attacks if your energy is high enough to random heroes in the same nexus. That seems good. Removing all energy, that's... Okay, so this is... The idea here is it'll determine when this is added, and it'll have up to 5 attacks. Why when energy reaches 7 or above, then removes all energy? I guess you can only get the 5 attacks that way? That's a little weird. 2 energy when gaining shield? Okay, so works well with shield characters. That's good to know. Each attack and harass deals additional 10 times energy level damage, which ignores armor and damage reduction effects. That's huge. Now that implies it wouldn't dodge immunity effects like Bart, but it would hit, get through someone like a Fatty White, which is really good to know. Attack increases energy. Attack deals 10 times energy level damage, ignoring armor and damage reductions effects. After the first attack, immediately perform energy level additional attacks. Attacking the unit with the highest HP, deal 15% damage and do not increase energy. Okay, so there are a bunch of like cheap attacks that you get as bonuses. Push to the hex of the enemy turret and perform a bunch of attacks. Gain a shield as a result. Okay. Given that shield also gives you energy, that's good to know. Gain shield and then attack. So she has a self-sustaining shield. She could shield herself, which is huge. Attack. Each enemy within one had increased energy. Okay. And then increase 3 energy and draw 3 cards. Can't draw more cards. Got it. So kind of like Mischief, except the idea is instead of reducing by 1 for each card that you drew, you're just gaining 3 energy. But it's ultimately a very similar effect. Interesting. I'm not going to worry about the tech tree too much. We'll kind of get there when we get there. But that definitely seems good. And with Beverly and QB officially joining the ranks, good news, we can actually see our standings now. So you can see we are currently 3-1 in League 1 right now. We had one loss that was very close, but we got a nice win over Cyberdog last week, and we've beaten up most of the teams underneath us. It's just that Knights of the Pink Pigs got to us, boomed us a little bit. But you can see here, we are well on our way. A strong start. I feel like slim chance this early on is a little crazy, but whatever. Feeling pretty good about that. Of course, our team athlete starts right now. Our stats clear. Danny is our MVP at the moment. Done really well with Alemi. We're going to get into some version-specific rules, I think, sooner rather than later. You can see the gold device effect is massive. The ability to get a lot of gold over time, farming efficiency, very strong. It's the reason I've been playing a lot of Baji recently, is because you get enough gold on Baji that increases his crit rate, which eventually increases his crit damage. All very good. The ability to get awards here is quite nice when you damage turrets, though obviously those turrets are a little bit stronger. And then close out the game reduced by a bit, and enter turrets respawning is fine by me. Beverly's interesting. I'm playing around with her a little bit more. I think I initially looked at her and was like, oh, look at how she deals with turrets, right? Like, wouldn't you love to pair that up with Digo because of his turrets? And the answer is no. You absolutely would not want to do that. That's a terrible idea, because Digo cannot be attacked, which means in a 2v2, everyone's attacking Beverly, and Beverly is not a tank, so she just dies a whole bunch. But if you pair her with someone like, I don't know, Niels, she has the ability to provide some shield, get cards from their hand. There are a lot of ways that you can kind of build this up and ultimately put you in a good position. So I think I've just been using her in the wrong ways previously. But look at that. We got 3 people all looking to learn some characters. Now, unfortunately, I think that even though the new champion just entered the game, it's not treated as a new character for the sake of the save file. Which, I get it, right? You need to account for every possible permeation of previous save files. But it does mean that, like, you have this question about QB. Is QB worth learning right now? I don't think QB is better in top lane than any of these. So I'm going to say no. Sorry about that. Now, is Beverly worth learning? I think quite possibly. But I feel like QB mid is going to be more valuable for us. We just have fewer champs in mid lane already to choose from. Technically, we already have Frank, and I feel like Frank and QB fill similar roles. So we can argue that we don't need it, but 350 is a lot of points to spend. Do I think Beverly is that good is the question. God, that's tough. I could get rid of Dylan. Like, Dylan is a character that I understand to be good, but I don't think we play him very often. This is tough. I think we're skipping for now. I think we're skipping. And I feel bad about that. But I would rather spend the points here, get QB added in mid lane, without having to replace anything. And look at that. We have a master QB now in the mid lane. If we pair with some stuff that heals, combined with QB's Drain Life, we can really get some nice stacks going on here. QB can scale quite nicely. You just need a little bit more work than maybe Frank does on his own. But I feel good about that, specifically because what it allows us to do is do 1 week of streaming and then learn this new champion, which is ultimately what I care about at the end of the day. Do I want to get this for winning a game quickly? I just don't feel like at hell difficulty that's safe. Let me remind myself, because I've been playing too many other save files here. Dragon, can I get 100% guarantee on Dragon? You know, as long as I pull it off in game 1, I think I automatically get that. But I feel like there's more things that I could do. I feel like the turnaround for you is very good. Do you have any training points? Yeah, improving our athletes seems good. We sure need training points, so I'm okay with that. Study for matches. That's fine with me. Do we have anybody we can invite? Yeah, because we can't do it for free. I think I care more about the mastery points in this case, if the difference is so small. So sure, we'll scrim you Sword and Stone. Wukong seems good. Bond seems good. There's a lot of busy work here. We just need to kind of sort through to get ourselves in position. I think maybe training. Let's train a Lemmy, actually. I like a Lemmy. Yeah, Tiger Boy. Because there are some Tiger Boy comps we really, really like. Are any of these worth trading? Absolutely they are. Let's get some farming going for Alice. I think getting some creep score for Shay is probably good. I don't mind this being otherwise how this goes, but I feel like I'd rather get Alice some designated time, and coordination's real good. So there we go. Seems like good training to me. Look at all these successes. This is our team right here. And again, ignore the fact that maybe is technically as good, if not slightly better than Danny in some places. We just have courage and maybe because we need to get that training boost, that extra bit of stats that we get from having those training partner classes in there. And we get 2 intensive trainings. That's right. So who's our second most popular player? Danny, our captain. Oh, that reminds me. I did say I would change the names here. Because I felt like, Millennia and Trixie, they're fine names. I don't dislike those names at the end of the day. But I do feel like at the end of the day, I would prefer to represent my my friends. I would prefer to have this be something that clicks a little bit more with me. So we're going to use a couple D&D names in here from games that I have run or am running. Vesper here is going to be shout out to friend of the pod, Kristen Pignolo. Thank you, Kristen, for the name inspiration here. And, while Shay already has a character in this game, Rothy, his D&D character, is not in this game. So let's add Rothy in there as well. Let's just get a bunch of training points. And now we are in position to get into our first game of the stream. And hopefully we don't have to worry about Felyn quite yet, because we've got enough on our plate. As you can see here, we're getting closer to our opponents. We certainly have more fans than our opponents here at Three-Headed Dogs, but we are all a B- team with an A- hero pool. So we're going to be behind in top lane, mid lane, and jungle. But even in bot lane, and that's going to be what we're going to want to play around, to be sure. For these best of ones, I don't spend as much time looking at this, though. Glad to see this one ability. I don't know if anyone in chat can tell me whether they've had a good experience with this one. It just feels like 12% farming efficiency is not worth not drawing a single card of your character until turn 50. That seems wild to me, but I know this ability is good. Just field rate, a whole bunch of scaling stuff. And then, yeah, charges for turrets, a little worrying, but It'll be what it is. And it looks like here with our bot lane where it is, we're just going to teach Felyn to Danny for sure. That's where we're going to want to go. Let's see. What do we want here? Or more specifically, what do we not want our opponent to have? I feel like we should be looking at a lot of these like champion level characters. This is the first time we're really running into champion level characters. So we need to be careful about that. So let's get rid of Fatty White. We're not going to first pick it. I don't want to run into it. You made it. Yeah, Xander, welcome to the chat. Always happy to have you, Technical Coach. You know, last minute stream idea, but one that I'm happy to jump into because we have a new character to try out. Not this game, next game. I still need to actually teach it. But next game, new character's been added as of today's patch. And I'm very excited to check it out because it looks very strong. Okay, so they banned Zealot and Charon. And I have to say, I do feel like, you know, they haven't really talked a lot about the ban AI, but I feel like it's gotten better because I'm seeing it target champs that I've been playing more recently at higher levels of difficulty in a way that it didn't always do, right? Like you used to be able to just take Bigfoot and they'd ban it, and so you kind of freed yourself up. But no, this is like Zealot and Charon make a lot of sense for what we have been playing. So they're clearly doing their research, and that is concerning. We're getting rid of Lubas. We don't really play it very often. And in all reality, I just don't like guaranteed ganks like that. Yeah, you saw it drop. Yeah, I mean, it looks good, man. Between that and the new items we got recently, which shouldn't be in this league quite yet because of when we built it up, but I was able to play in the other league. Really cool updates. I really like the direction the devs are taking this one. What else do I want to get rid of? Oof. I mean, I kind of feel like we get rid of Baji here and first pick Niels. Feels like the place we want to be. Like, we could also ban Niels and first pick Baji because of the gold, but I kind of just feel like getting Niels in a strong place. I just don't want to get Baji'd on, so that's what we're going to do. They banned Bigfoot. Okay, so it's still pretty much worked out. Yeah, Niels is always good. Niels' damage is just, it's consistent with any amount of prep put into it. And there are a lot more ways to prep it than I initially recognized. And I think that's what we're going to go for here, because I think this could actually be a really good Mickey angle. The shield onto Niels is very helpful if you can get yourself all the way across the map. It's not always particularly likely, but when it does work out, it works out very well. That added shield is always nice. I think Peter is for sure locked in. Niels Peter is such a strong bot lane because you get to protect Niels consistently. Makes it very difficult for them to get any sort of inside play there. And actually, you know, as much as I think Mickey is good, and I do think Mickey is good, I think I'm going to go Frank. Frank is really good in his Zhongji Qi. Makes it very difficult for them to get any ganks going on. Absorbs a lot of pressure. I could have picked QB for the same reason, but I feel like Frank is just a little bit easier to manage. And they do go Kid, which does change, I think, a little bit of what we want to do here. But, you know, Zealot had already been taken off the cable. We're not doing anything like Omaha, so none of this, I think, is a negative as far as I'm concerned. They cannot flex Kid top, so this is actually not representing any flex. Palulu could go mid, but since Kid can't come out of lane, that is actually not a problem for us at all, which means we can hard focus bans in either top lane or bot lane. And I feel like of the two, I would rather get rid of Gang and Alemi. Just wipe them out of there. I don't want them having AoE. I don't want them having Alemi's numerous attacks. That all seems bad to me. They go for Hakuna. That's fine. We're going to go for Mickey. We were able to lock that in regardless of the earlier issues. And then I think we go for Bond. Like, don't get me wrong. I like Manta, and I think Manta can be very good. But Bond does really well going off of the percent of max HP lost. And does really well when you can hide behind someone like Peter. So I really like Bond here. I think that's the way we're going to go. And they go Burial. So Burial Polulu is dangerous. And Xander, I understand if you judge me for banding a Lemmy and Gang, but not Burial in this context. Giving up Burial Polulu as a bot lane in the last rotation does feel bad. And if I lose, you're allowed to make fun of me for exactly that reason. But I don't know. It felt like it made sense at the time. 10 kills in team fights. You know, we're going to replace that with here, because as long as we win, we'll get MVP. And I'd rather start mastering some champs for now. I didn't actually check the items. I got excited. I got a little excited a little quickly. But these all look like, I don't like Hank Antiquity, actually. Man. Just to remember, on Hell difficulty, I can't get away with that, right? They're just certain items you really need to make sure are set and prepared, and don't necessarily carry over as well. I know I've played on this patch for a month now, so any of these champs that I've played before should have the right items in play, but it's always worth double checking. So this is where I actually really like probe attack. We miss. I still like this. It's a 3v2 in bot lane. We should be able to do quite a bit of damage because their missing HP is actually quite low. Let's get the full details up. I think we can get Burial here. Well, we could have if Bond hadn't missed. If Bond hadn't missed, we get it. But because he missed, we do not. And that's a problem, because now we have given up tempo of the game to not accomplish something. Are they going for a 3v2 in mid lane? Oh, that's a weird play. I think we should be okay with this. Mickey could be in trouble. But hopefully Mickey's okay. Yeah, thank you for attacking Kid, Mickey. That saves your life, I think. Yep, thank you again. Yep, everyone lives. No one dies on either side, and their coach can be just as mad as I am, because they could have just attacked Mickey one extra time and they would have gotten him. You love a game where both coaches are upset by how it all played out. That's what you really want to see. Certainly what I want to see. Oof. I think we're scaling, folks. I think this is a scaling angle. And we'll increase Spawn's field hit. Pass. We'll have a chance in a couple turns to do what we want to do. And yeah, okay, well, interesting. I think this is going to be... Oh, right, we haven't upgraded him yet, so it's only 2 spots rather than 3. Which means this doesn't... I mean, it got a shield, so it was worth it, but not nearly as good as it could have been. We are going to be able to do a 2-on-1 on the Kid for 3 rounds, which I expect to be quite good for us. Kid benefits when you're attacking anyone other than Kid, and we don't have anyone else to hit. Weren't able to get a kill, though, which is really unfortunate. And we are losing quite a bit of pressure in top lane, which is not ideal. I don't expect that like Mickey staying in lane would have changed much on that regard. But I just need to remind myself, chick running only does 3 spots when you've leveled up Mickey enough to make that happen. You know, some people might point to this and say, hey, maybe you're playing too many leagues if you can't keep track of what certain abilities do. And to them I say, nuh-uh. Fisticuffs! Yeah, let's get some Frank stacking going. Let's hyper protection. And let's hot hands Niels one more time. We're just gonna really play around that bot lane. That is the lane in which we have our strongest players right now compared to the opponent players. They're going for a 6-round fight, 3v3. I guess. Like, Frank is going to take quite a bit of damage here, but Frank is also going to deal a lot of damage. And I think Zhang Jiki might die before anyone else on their team does, if we could just focus our energy properly. Which is an if. But we got it. Mickey with first blood on the board. Now, we're not going to get any kills here, but they shouldn't either. So a 1-for-1. When they played the card and we got first blood, I'm perfectly all right with. Yeah, they could rethink if they want to. I've learned not to rethink nearly as much because it shuffles your discard back into your draw pile, and we often have an adrenaline that we just don't want to draw into. I guess when you're on 0 mana, it doesn't matter as much because, you know, you can't take one away. But it just feels like you don't want to set yourself up in that position. Let's look at some item builds. Bond, starting with that chicken rib. We just need to continue to spread that out as quickly as we can, get that leveled. Frank could use some more gold. I'm not thrilled about Midas Hand here. I feel like Midas Hand I've gotten less and less high on as I've spent more time with it, just because you need to be the one doing the damage yourself in order to make it meaningful. You know, like, yeah, right? Like, so we definitely do that. Okay. Actually, we have a very important question to ask ourselves here, right? Do we like a 3v1 in mid or a 3v2 in bot? We don't have the ability to give shield this way, but I kind of feel like, I don't know, it's probably safer to just go on mid lane, right? But bot lane's where the dragon fight's gonna go. So I actually think, what we do here, I think we go for this attack. I think we can go even for this because shield impact is gonna give us a lot of rounds. But let's also, just to take care of ourselves real quick and make sure that this goes our way, let's get Bond in this fight. And let's reactive armor Niels. And now we go for this fight. And now I'm feeling good about our life choices. This is a 4v2 in bot lane. Only one of their characters can attack, so it's not a matter of damage per se. Peter's going to absorb all of this. It's just not going to matter. It's just a matter of, can we deal enough damage to kill both of them? And I think the answer is going to be yes. Sure is. That's a Bond double kill. That is a scary character to give yourself 2 kills on. I do not envy our opponents in this particular case. I'm going to rethink here. And let's monkey see. I think that prepares us well. We get a free dragon. That's going to be very nice to have. And you can see these stacks, right? We have 25% gold efficiency on the Bond right now. This could be a little dangerous. We need Frank to actually make sure he's attacking Kid every round, and we're all right. I think that's the only way we could be in legitimate danger, is if we start doing too many harsh attacks on a Zhangji Qi, but even then, it's just so tanky. I was really surprised on the Discord for this game. A lot of people not high on Frank, but you just saw right here, right, how easily he was able to absorb that lane pressure. They're just not going to be able to do anything in mid lane, and when you give yourself a free lane like that, you're always going to have a good time. We are in the lead in gold right now. Seize the initiative. Ah, yes. This is the other reason why I really liked Baji, right, is the increased crit rate, which will be really nice on the Bond. Bond is going to have a grand old time with that one. Do we have the ability to do anything here that would be helpful? I think a one-on-one here is fine, but I don't actually love it. Do I like it if it's a 2v1, though? I think I do. And here, we can probe attack here if we need to. Oh, well, you know what? Second time in a row I've probe attacked and missed, but it's always better to give yourself that chance for a reduction, I think. Well, we're missing a lot of attacks, so we're definitely not getting a kill on the kid. What's happening? That was like 7 misses in a row from both sides. Just an atrocious fight. The crowd goes mild. Yeah, they did get first tower. They're going to get second tower too, which should give them another reward. Which means they should be ahead in goal now. Rel good? You're not wrong. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, we'll do this. It is a shame that Mickey has been targeted here by Kid. He is the one that is the most flimsy. But I think if we focus our energy correctly, we can still win the fight overall. We can't keep missing like this. And we need them to stop winning 29% rolls. Oh, boy. That was tough to watch. That was tough to watch. I still don't think that was like a bad fight to take. I think Bond missed every single shot in a way that is unlikely to happen again if this experiment was repeated. Poof. I mean, God, this is so weird. I think we smite. And I think, yeah, I think we monkey do. We need to get Hakuna out of lane. It's at least a 2v1 here. Hakuna is very tanky. They have quite the front line ahead of us. And unfortunately, that transferred over quite a lot of farming efficiency stacks, and so this could get in trouble pretty quickly. Yeah, they're just pushing in. Now, if they could play to close the game, this would be the ideal time for us if they decide to take a fight they don't need to take. But they are getting burial to an item. That makes you feel less good about that. Yeah, this could be a problem. I mean, I want to believe in Niels here. Niels with the AoE is going to help. But, man. Mickey was just not nearly as helpful as we wanted him to be in this whole game. And we have gotten unlucky on some damage rolls. Like, Bond's a 12% chance to get hit. And look at how low he is already, right? He's at relatively full health heading into this fight. Same with Niels, 12% chance. You can always tell when I'm complaining about things like presence scores and hits like that. It is just a pure fear factor. Because we desperately need to win this fight. And if Peter goes down, yeah, this is the danger. This is the danger of our composition. Okay. That's Zhangji Qi down. Should be able to kill Palulu here? No, we're dead. That's game. Because they got another round. Whew. Okay. Not the way I wanted to start the stream. I'm going to be honest with y'all on that. How was Kid MVP? I mean, I guess 2-0-6. It was, there were some solid plays in there. Niels did everything we needed him to do. Danny did her part. Just Alice, Mickey was not the answer. I thought Mickey was going to give more of an advantage. The shielding didn't come up very often for Niels. It wasn't worth it on that matter. The changes to the version just, like, was not able to amplify team fights the way we needed. It did give us that one really nice gank on bot lane, and it felt like that was going to be something we could play through, but we then lose that 3v3 in which top lane was going to be there no matter what, and the farming efficiency swing really got them in a position where their item advantage was too much to overcome. But yeah, Kid was a bully. Kid did a lot more damage than I realized. Oh, so can we talk about Hakuna doing 12,000 damage as a tank? Same amount of damage as Niels, by the way. That Hakuna was deadly. Okay. Not where I wanted to be. Do we have anything for attack power per level? No. Harass rate for support? No. Not reducing harass rate, that's for sure. Not going to worry about these. Farming efficiency, if the athlete has the most gold, can't trust that at this difficulty level. So yeah, I guess I'm just going to, like... Mickey, I did not like that matchup into Hakuna. And I don't like it into Kid. I feel like both of those were problems for us. I'm also just going to start putting down... where is it? It's a marksman. Yeah, you're going to be synergic there. Who else do we have as synergic? Blocker. Blocker's going to be quite good for it, but Blocker isn't in this game yet, so that's fine. I'd say Mickey, but I'm not even convinced anymore that Mickey and Niels... that wasn't worth it. So I'm just going to let that go. Tactical adjustment. Best card of the game. Well, second best card in the game. Best card in the game I've actually never gotten. I think it's something Think Tank. It works very much like tactical deployment, except you get to choose what you draw, which is absurd. But tactical adjustment's so good. That's such a huge, huge boost for us. But yeah, we fall to 3-2. Still very much in playoff range, but that was a loss to a team. We had a dog 4-1, so at least towards the top of the table. Yeah, they got MVP. You don't like seeing the MVP come from playing against you, but it's okay. Convert your day. Amazed that hasn't been fixed of all the stuff that has been. Okay. Mr. Q coming up. Let's get some Wukong levels. Actually, usually I would say more cards is good, but Well, no, I am just going to say that more cards are good. I'm not going to overthink it. Dark Flame improvement seems good. Yeah, we care a lot more about farming efficiency for our teammates and support. Bond getting a boost is good. Burial getting a boost is good. I think these are largely good, but I am going to give Shabum some farming here, I think. Okay. Now, we're not going to overthink things, right? We're not going to get into a position where we start doubting ourselves. We're going to bring in Felyn. We're going to learn the new character. And we're going to stream. Let's see. How far do we get her? Master! Yes! Okay. We're going to try her out. I'm just going to try her out. We're just going to see what she can do. Typical scaling. Okay. Extra damage is increased by 5 per energy level, and max attack extra time is increased by 2. Improve 1 energy level at the start of a game. Or by 5 per energy level, and max attack is increased by 2. Increase 1 energy when gaining shield on the field. I feel like this happens more often. And everything else seems to be the same. So we just need to make sure we have cards that can give shield on the field. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm feeling good. Mid lane is back up to where we need to be. Now we are going up against a team that is just, as always, a little bit better than us across the board. Top lane is a big worry. Bot lane's a tiny worry. Jungle's a big worry. We're even in mid. Got a good hero pool. I feel all right, all things considered. But we are on red side, so we need to be very careful. Let's get rid of Burial. And let's get rid of Bart. Because we play a lot of physical damage champs, and I don't want to get in that spot. They banned Peter, they banned Niels. Well, joke's on you. That didn't do shit for us last time, so. Yeah, I think this is going to be a Polulu Felyn angle. Which means let's get rid of Fatty White. Like, I understand that eventually Felyn will move to pure ranged and we won't be getting as much here, but I think we'll still be getting enough to justify that at the end of the day. I like getting Kid here. I think removing that from them is good. I think we can kind of force them into what we want, and I think we want them to play Mickey for the same reason we just learned that it's not that good. They banned Tiger Boy and banned Justice. We'll ban Wolfgang. Like, I could pick Mickey, and then they'd be forced to play something entirely new, but that new thing could be good. So instead, let's rotate that there. And I kind of feel like... Could this be a QB angle? Like, into Frank, we should have room. And this could be kind of like a pseudo tank for us. The other option I think is Lady Deadfire, just because obviously a lot of magic damage coming out is good, but they're clearly going tanky, and so I kind of feel like we should as well. I think this is QB. I think this is a bona fide QB angle. They go for Ada. And I think Bond. Bond is good into Frank. And I don't think Bond was the problem last game. Okay, now we're not going to skip ahead. We are going to look at this real quick. Max HP. Yep, that makes sense. Yep, that makes sense. HP 100 sword. That also makes sense. Is there anything we would want instead of that? No. I think this is 100% where we want to be. we feel about crit rate into the Mask of Fury, starting with Chicken Rib. Yeah, that all tracks. Let's get rid of Antiquity. Because I just don't like the idea. It's like, well, when it's below 50%, it no longer gets attack power. Well, QB's like a tank. At least the way we play him is going to be. Which is why I kind of feel like the answer to this is... like, we could get the healing into the big vest, into Dew, I think is actually better for us. And just treat it like a pseudo tank, I think is the better way to go. Felyn, I think crit rate would probably be good here. Actually, I also really like Wraith Hand here because we could steal the armor. She gets those multiple attacks. That seems very good, actually. Maybe we go something like this into this. Into... do we want Vampire Fangs? Yeah, I think so. Seems to make sense to me. And then Palulu. We don't need attack power. We certainly don't need a reactor because she's not going to be hitting. Because I don't know, like it says if the attack hits, so it's not going to be actually scaling up. Attack power is still good because she bases her shield off of it, so it's fine to have as a last item, but I feel like the potion bag will help us more here. And now we get to see how Felyn works. Our first Felyn game. Oh my goodness. I am a little bit nervous after how last game went. I was feeling optimistic going in. We'd been 3-1, but that's okay. You learn from mistakes. You improve from mistakes. I'm just very afraid we're about to see a perfect opportunity. Oh, we're not. What a weird sequence. Huh, Felyn? Oh, no. F-E-L-Y-N. Felyn. Get shiggy with it. The new character just got added to the game today. It's the first time trying her out. I mean, I have to imagine that's how you pronounce it, right? I don't know how else you would say Felyn. Yeah. No, that's fair, and I do understand how you're feeling. I mean, we could say in our headcanon that she is a criminal of some sort, kind of escaping through. But yeah, first new character we've gotten since the game launched. We should be getting one a month for the next 4 months, I think, including this one. So 3 more characters, I think, down the pipeline. But yeah, she's got a lot of this like energy mechanic that's interesting and should hopefully allow us to scale up with a bunch of bonus attacks. And we got Tactical Adjustment, which I'm very hyped for, because we all know that that's the best card in the game. Do we monkey business here? I think we plan B first. Hot hands, monkey business. We don't need to monkey C here, because we're actually already going to be targeting the only character that's here. But I do... well, actually, no. Teleport for support doesn't do anything for us. Because Monkey Do requires you to be in the same square. And this would not be the same square, even if it is close. Feline? I feel like if you want line, L-Y-N is a tough way to get people into that line of thinking. But perhaps. I'm not the guy who made her. I don't know. You could be right. Let's see if we can do anything on Frank here. Ada. Ada's so annoying. I don't think we got a kill here without Ada, but certainly would have been more damage. Forced Frank out of the lane, almost certainly. But that's okay. We'll plan B. And yeah, we'll actually stay there. Usually I would have rotated that through, but we actually are going to want differentiation A, differentiation B theoretically, we'd like a quick recall so that we could maximize QB's health before we do that. But, you know, beggars, choosers, all that jazz. Oh, no. I think QB's about to die. Oh, QB. That doesn't feel like 30% lifesteal. You know what? Here's the thing. You're joking about that. And I understand why you joke about that. Because... Well, actually, no. It would appear that you were absolutely right to joke about that. Because it sends all of the cards to the discard. So I can't even wait a turn and scale up the way I planned. So... eggs on my face, it would appear. You need to gain energy level first. So there's some energy. Tactical adjustment. Transition. It says increase 3 energy, draw 3 cards. Oh, so the energy level is above. Okay. Interesting. I don't think I understand this card. I like... So energy, when it reaches 7 or above, increases the energy level. Spawns a copy and then removes all... But it didn't remove the energy. Okay. I'm not sure I fully understand how this is working, but that's why we're trying it out. We're testing things. We are sorting out the mechanics. We're hoping we don't die before it's too late. I don't like all this health that Frank's getting. Oh no! Strong push kills Palulu. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, shoot. Hot hands, hot hands. Monkey see. Life comes at you fast. I think the fact that we haven't gotten any scaling onto QB is a real problem for us. Because, like, the whole idea of taking QB into Frank was the idea that, well, sure, they'll scale, but we'll also scale. And then QB died, and we lost both of our scaling cards. And now they're going to do a 3-on-1 against Bond. And Bond is not a tank. Okay. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Because here's the thing. It's all going to come down to Felyn. A character that at this moment in time, I do not understand. We can at least differentiation B. We can monkey business. Frank's missing HP. This could work. I think this could work. Just don't miss. Don't stun us. Thank you. Okay, we should be able to get the kill here. Thank you. Okay. Big moment for QB. Big moment for QB. Assault mode. Gonna continue to get some more energy there. Energy level up to 5 attacks. But she has what? Energy and energy level are not the same. I think that's the one thing I'm really... She increases energy to improve energy level. Spawns 1 copy, then removes... So, okay. So energy level, we're like banking the energy to do more damage later. Okay. I get that. That's fine. Bring QB back. Heal up. Let's go into this 2v2. Except it's not a 2v2. It's a 3v2, which means that we have to give it up. Because we're not going to win a 3v2 while down this much gold. Which means they're going to give an 8% crit rate to Ada, probably. But at least we're winning in mid lane? Question mark? Differentiation A coming down the pipeline. Oh, they gave it to Hakuna. Uh-oh. I do not like the idea of Hakuna's special attack critting. Okay. 5v4. This is not great. But we get to actually see Felyn in a fight. That sure was a lot of attacks that didn't seem to do much damage. Okay, if we could keep targeting Pinangju, that'd be funny. We all agree it'd be funny if we got a kill here, right? But Frank... I mean, funnily enough, the fact that they shielded Frank as much as they did actually really helped us. Because it meant that Frank hasn't done a lot of damage. And so outside of Ada, they don't have a lot of damage on that team right now. If we could somehow survive this without losing anybody... No, okay. We only lost one. Honestly? Honestly? I'm more mad that Pinangju survived with 17 health. Like, the fact that Palulu's the only person we lost there, I honestly feel fine about. Differentiation A, we need some attack power boosts. Yeah, I think we can kill... Yeah, let's do that. Assault mode. We can't get a kill here, right? So is Monkey Business even worth playing? Tell me dishonestly. Well, dishonestly, everything's going great. I'm so happy with the state of affairs right now. I have no concerns whatsoever. If we're talking dishonestly, I am thrilled with how this game is going. I actually think we go for this. Weirdly enough, like, don't get me wrong, Hakuna's terrifying. Okay, Xander, you say that, but go back, look at Champion Select, and tell me who I shouldn't have banned. I dare you. I double dog dare you. I don't know, maybe. Maybe it is on me. I really hate that Bond is this far away. This close, I should say, to getting the overdraft bill. That hurts. That's hard. Because if he had it, I'd say this is a win. Since he doesn't have it, I think it's going to be close. And the problem with being close is that if we lose, they get a bunch of triggers. Do we have the damage? Yeah, I think it probably is too. Like, it's one of those, like, I could see, like, if Kid doesn't die first, I could see scaling here, right? Like, Bond focuses the right person, and QB is doing a better job at a base level than Frank. So as long as we, like if Kid was at full HP, it'd be different. I think there's a version of the world in which we win this fight. I think what happens is, I'm relying on, I'm relying on a few different things going perfectly right. And one of those being that they don't have a concussion grenade in hand for Ada. Because if Ada stuns everybody on that free attack, then it doesn't matter. Nothing I say matters. And I can't take that fight on that alone. But, like, okay, now we're down nearly 4,000 gold. Like, at some point, you have to take risks or you just die. And I don't have to like that for that to be true. Oof. Oofa doofa. Wow, she missed so many free attacks there. Okay. Well, we're gonna Runic Ward. Because that's gonna get energy level up. We're scaling. I don't know if it matters, but woo-wee. Felyn is scaling. Let the record show, Your Honor, that Felyn is scaling. I hate this. Yeah, and like, well, okay. This is actually interesting. Because we just have to kill 2 enemy heroes, and Ada is low. But if we don't get that kill right away, this goes so badly. No, Hakuna's a problem. Hakuna's too much of a problem. I don't have a way to deal that health, and he's going to absorb all my attacks, and I'm going to feel really stupid. But what if I don't, though? What if Paludu just shields these 2 for days? We kill Ada early, and they don't have a lot of damage anymore. And we get 2 kills before they get 1. Because we focus Ada really hard in the early rounds, and it's fine. Yeah, that's exactly it. What if they die first? Let me look at this. How easily can I talk myself into this one? Well, all other people have their items that they're looking for. We do not have the Felyn item yet. But we do have the the healing. You know what? We're doing it. We're doing it because we have to at some point. We have to. At some point, we are just giving up the game if we don't try. And all those free attacks from Felyn, I think, were good. Yeah, like, it's... If we could just attack Ada... Like, we are hitting Pinangju for a lot of damage. They're missing a lot of attacks. But we just need to not hit Hakuna anymore. Pinangju's at 29%, guys. That's all I'm saying. No, not a miss. Bond, please stay alive. Boy. Yeah, there's Palulu dead. Man. It turns out, but what if it doesn't go badly? It's just not necessarily the strategy. Because it doesn't answer the question, but what if it does go badly? Yeah, I mean, of course, like, that was, I mean, we knew that was a problem, right? We knew going into that fight that the problem with Hakuna's presence was going to be insane. Yeah, look, we risked it for the biscuit, and at the end of the day, I'm not, like... I don't know. The 5v5 fight, I'm still not feeling terrible about. No, I am feeling terrible about it. No, I'm not. I don't know why I'm lying to myself and all of you lovely viewers. This is not good. Like, Cupid could die and that will pump up Kid, but like, how long does Kid realistically survive? Felyn just didn't, like... Those extra attacks did not do nearly as much damage as I was hoping for. But I feel like that's mostly because, I don't know, I think maybe the build path was wrong. I think we AP 100 Sword and then go into Wraith Hand. I just thought that stealing all that armor would make her more sustainable, and it probably would, but it's just... It's having to be compared to so many other things, right? Like, she's just not putting out the damage that the rest of them are. Oh boy, I get to fight. What do you want to do, Bond? This is gonna get weird. But I'm just burning time. Oh. Yeah, wow, all of this is theirs, huh? Okay. Could have ooeyed, but I don't see why. Oh, there's the 100 AP. Okay. Wow, pushed me all the way to the turret, huh? Yeah, let's do it. That's... Like, all those free attacks feel like they should do something. I blame the city of Rio, Nevada for not going to your aid. You know, I blame Reno, Nevada for a lot of things, and I'm just glad that we can add this to the list. We're just at that level in hell difficulty, right? And I understand there are a lot of people in the Discord who are probably would give me a very hard time. Yeah, 15 attacks, no kill. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's apparently how Felyn works. I just... None of those attacks do much damage, but there sure are a lot of them. We have to, right? Like, there's no version of this game in which we don't take this fight and still win. I mean, I don't think there's a version of the game in which we win. But if we're going to believe that that version exists, this is the fight where you have to try, right? This is the team fight where theoretically Kid hyperscales because every time someone dies, something good happens. I don't know. This definitely feels like they've gotten a little bit luckier on their presence rolls than we have. We're spending a lot of attacks into Frank that I would rather be spending on anywhere else. But, you know, it's not fine, but Mickey's actually almost dead. If we could hit him one more time, things get weird. Things are about to get weird. Because now Kid scales. Now Kid scales. Well, Kid's gonna die before any real scaling. But, you know, theoretically, Kid scales. If we could kill Frank. Okay, Palu's dead. That's a problem. That goes against the killing Frank plan. But, okay, Frank's dead. Frank's dead? Okay. Now it's a 3v3. Now it's a 3v3. Kid's almost back to full health. Just from killing Frank. And Bond is still doing fine. Okay. 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 We just need... We need a lot of things to go right. And they didn't. But, you know... That felt close for a second there. Exactly why I ban Kid most matches. Yeah, Kid can be crazy strong. I used to underestimate Kid, but the battle plan can work out very well. I just... Woo, lads. I don't know that there's anything we can do at this point that's gonna turn this one around, Chief. I think we're in lost cause territory. If Mickey doesn't survive on 30... I mean, dude, the number of times. Pinang Zhu survived on 12 HP earlier this game. Okay. I don't know why they forced a final fight here. They didn't need to. I'm not mad at it. It feels like they should be mad at it. But I think that wall is just going to be a little bit too tough to break through. Unless we can get, like, Pinangju down would help, right? Yeah, Frank full HP is scary. See, you say that, but Frank's actually scarier when he's coming into a fight at, like, 3/4 HP. Because then he has his damage sailing, too. Last fight, Ooze was on half HP, though. That's true. QB was not feeling great. Pinangju's so close to dying. That would be huge. That would be so huge if we could just kill Pinangju before anything terrible happens. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, Bond dealing 1500 to Mickey is pretty funny. Can we kill Pinangju though? Is the thing. It's the part yeah, no, that's over. Okay. I mean, the good news is I don't think this ends the game. Because I don't think they can kill everybody in the rounds available. But I also think this is a great example of like Frank's never dying in this game. There's just, it's too late for that. Imagine trying to kill Ooze with 8 rounds. I mean, it only took him 9. Kid survives, but like, because of that, I can't play. Oh no. Wait, can they just play in the game again? Oh yeah, they can, can't they? Don't think, isn't it 5 mana? Oh, thank God. Okay. He's getting 0 on lifesteal? Yeah, I think it's because if you attack into a shield, right, you're not dealing damage, so you don't get any life back. I believe that's what's happening, at least. Okay. I don't know how Pinangju has that big of a bounty, but I would like to deal 1,000 extra damage to her. Yeah, okay. Can we get a kill on the Ada in a one-on-one? Is that a thing that Kid can do? Like, none of my people will be up long enough for the fight to matter to them. And at Turks, like, the answer is no. For the record, the answer was no on could Kid do something here. In case anyone was curious, the answer was no. Okay. Well, not even close yet. No. Kill him. Oh, Walter, I wish. That is a level of optimism that's not here. Not in this game. Let's see, did we even get the full build? No. Oh, no. That's so sad. Let's see, 17,000 gold difference? That's the problem with the rule set right now. This new bounty rule, you can snowball so quickly in both directions, you know? Like, your farming direction goes crazy. 2 attacks in near point blank range. Where have I seen that recently? I can't imagine what you're talking about. Oh my god. This is just hard. This is hard to watch. It really is giving me flashbacks of my coaching days. Just like that feeling of helplessness when you realize that like your team just doesn't have it today. But like the game's going to continue happening, you know? You can't stop the game from getting played. You can just watch as things get sadder and sadder. Bond missing that attack. Okay, Mickey's dead. That's funny. Since Felyn revolves around charges, pretty sure pronounced Felon. Yeah, you're not wrong. No 15-foot food trucks with metal awnings, so you want to have faith you won't miss again? God, I wish I had that faith. Yeah, felons do indeed have a lot of charges, but it does not appear like these charges mattered at all, actually. I am, you know, I was optimistic about Felyn. I was really excited to play Felyn here. And I don't know that Felyn was the problem, you know? Like, it's hard to gauge. It wasn't the solution. Hakuna was a problem. Just get good and more good in items next time. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Just get Shiggy with it. Thank goodness you're here. I don't know what I would do without such stalwart advice. Oh, wow. This is the first time I've seen Pinangju's player of the game animation. 11, 0, and 9. What the fuck happened? How is that possible? Legendary feat 8 kill streak? Yeah, I get it. Okay. 31,000 damage? She did 31,000 damage? I gotta be honest, I was so focused on like Hakuna's damage, Frank's damage, Ada's damage. Yeah, holy crap. I wasn't even recognizing how much damage was happening passively there. Pina Colada goes crazy. Sure does. I don't like how this broke the board here. You can just kind of see where it all went wrong. Okay. Halfway! Oh boy. Let's see. Do we got any good abilities here? Yeah, let's just go for armor and max HP. That's more consistent. None of this. Attack power per level. I like more than max HP, actually. Crit damage. When crit rates over a certain amount. Yes, that's fine. I think we're going for enough crit builds with that jungle position. Couldn't be me. Yeah, I mean, look, I wish it wasn't me. I'll tell you that much. Part of me wants to get rid of Rethink for another Adrenaline, but part of me thinks it's really greedy. I think I'm going to skip for now. Tactical adjustment. Oh, tactical adjustment. Oh, tactical adjustment. Okay. That's huge. That's huge. Alice's legendary performance? I think... I don't think this interview watched the same game that we did, that we just watched. I feel like there is a stark misunderstanding of how this game went, but I'll take hero experience. Yeah, I mean, fucking Pinangju did 30k damage, so... Okay, so now what it does is that we lost. Never gonna be issues with mentality. We're gonna keep working hard, I promise. Tactical plans. They all worked so well. Making world records for most deaths is still a world record. You're not wrong. Oh boy. Shaybomb made a video. I'm Shaybomb from Siren's Call. Today I'm gonna teach you a playstyle and build that I've been using in recent matches. Speaks clearly, performs well. Have the highest offensive scaling rate in a game. We're not going to use that. But it's cool to know we have it. Now this is a problem. Because if you'll notice, we want to be up here. And we're here. If the season ended today, we'd squeak into playoffs. Maybe. We need to start getting some wins and quickly. Just don't get relegated, dude. Trust me. I feel you. I feel like we've beaten the teams that are likely to get relegated, so I think we could probably avoid that fate. But I want to be in playoffs, man. If I can get to best of 5s, anything's possible. Oh my goodness. 1668. Relegation means easier wins. I mean, not incorrect. I feel like there are some other concerns, perhaps, but I don't disagree with the overall messaging here. Yeah, Hakuna seems good. Care more about training up Manta. Yeah, Felyn definitely needs more training. No doubt about that. Sure. I don't think the training was the problem, so. Yeah, okay. So what do we do here? I feel like we could really use another jungle champ. But none of these are really doing much for me. Could we get another mid lane champ? Yeah, we sure could. Lots of options for mid lane. Let's see. I kind of like Anidi here now that we're getting some tactical adjustments. Anidi can put in some work. And then, of course, we'll have to do some live streaming to make up for that, but that's okay. Danny, you got it. How far can Anidi get? Well, I shouldn't have skipped, but that's fine. Master, great, awesome. Token needs reduced by 1. Yeah, get that extra stacks. Make it easier to proc. Okay. So, we are worse than our opponent at everything. Except for Hero Pool. Which means, what are the odds I lose draft for a third time in a row, right? Right? I'm going to say this right now. And I don't say this as a threat because I think we're all having a good time here. If I lose this game, I think the stream ends. Because I think when you're losing 3 times in a row, that's tilt and you stop. Because otherwise you're just hurting yourself and those around you. But yeah, technical, surely you win this. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Let's ban Frank. I'm going to follow your feedback. I also kind of want to ban Hakuna. I could first pick Hakuna. They banned Tiger Boy and Peter. I think I banned Hakuna and I banned Fatty White. Yeah, I mean, Pina Colada is not like no one in either side plays Pinangju. And Pinangju's not actually very good. Pinangju got really good in that specific game because of the way that the mechanic works. But, like, in this case, we don't have to worry about Pina Colada here. First pick Hakuna, however, I agree with completely. The question comes, what do we ban? And if we're banning Hakuna, we probably... Or if we're picking Hakuna, probably ban Bart? So we can get away with some physical damage? You like first pick Haas here. I like Haas too. But I feel like... Here's the thing. They can't pick Haas. They don't have Haas. So we don't need to first pick it. So we're going to first pick Hakuna. But then rotation will take Haas. Because Haas will go crazy here. Because you can steal Wolfgang stacks, which is great. Hakuna's going to be very good. Omaha, yeah, that's very strong. And because Omaha's here, we take Kid. And now our top side's dealt with. They take Zealot, which means we're going to want to go Gang. I don't like having to go Gang, but Haas is always good when it's available. Certainly if you're going up against anything that can buff, right? Like, it's not good into stuff like Zealot. There's a lot of stuff that it's not as good into, but like... The stuff that it is good into, it's really good into. Which is to say, we're banning Bigfoot. We could ban Mickey, because we're actually happy into both of these matchups with Haas. A lot of heroes buff, for sure. And the ones that don't, like shields, obviously it steals as well. Which is very nice. I think... Yeah, I think we ban Mickey. Because this way, no matter what they pick, they're picking something that buffs. They take Crank. Oh, that's a buff we'd love to steal. We love to steal. Yeah, I mean, you make a good point. They could have rotated at top and then played something mid. I wasn't even thinking about that, to be honest with you. But here's the thing. Since we have this front line, I think this is a gang Lady Deadfire bot lane. And they go Justice. Okay. I think this is good, actually. I think there's a lot of stuff we can steal with Haas. I think we have a really strong front line. I think we have clear damage, and that bot lane should be able to win those matchups. One day, King, surely do damage. Oh no. I don't like the way you said that. I don't like that at all. Do I even care about crit with Haas? I guess I do. I guess I'm okay with that. That's fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this seems good. Yeah, I guess the stealing armor is good. This seems correct. Yeah, crit damage on earlier. Deadfire low-key the damage dealer? Oh, absolutely. Debuffs himself due to Deadfire, then he fights and gets shot at one. Yeah, that's the goal. That is 100% the goal here, for the record. Yeah, okay. Okay, those items look good. I feel better about this game. Last game, I started nervous because I didn't know what Felyn could do. I didn't feel confident in it. I had not tested it in some other league in which things were easier to try shit. I just built what felt obvious and it didn't work. Though I think Frank was probably the bigger problem. But still. And I mean, look, Spiritual Weapon's good, but like we could steal it with Haas, right? And the key here. Like, we're just scaling. We're just scaling. Wait, why does Gang have 2 stacks of Dark Flame on him? Excuse me? Why did Lady Deadfire debuff my own character? Okay. This is gonna go badly. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's some anti-synergy there that I didn't think about. Oh, God. Okay, I need to mark that down in my uncoordinated notes. I was just thinking, man, it'd be cool to do damage. Oof. Well, okay. What's happening? Are they getting another fight card? Yeah. Okay. Now they're going for a 4v3 in bot. Yeah, they really did. They came from everywhere, all of the time. And Justice is going to get the proc, which means Lady Deadfire's down. Like, I think Gang might be able to kill Zealot here. Not with that damage, you can't. Oh my god. Please, gang, don't die. Just, I can't. I'm gonna say, you know what the real problem here is? No, please enlighten me, Sander, given that I followed 99% of your draft advice. Tell me what the real problem is, buddy. Buddy, old pal. You're not playing the champ I love? Niels was banned! Niels was banned, I couldn't play him! I was legally not allowed to play him! Garen's not in the game? No, Justice is Garen. And unfortunately, Justice just hit me. Yeah, Hakuna, yeah, what did Hakuna do in that fight, buddy? Oh, come on. How dare you? How double dog dare you right now? Oh my god. Okay, well, we got a 4v3. Let's get a free attack on a Zealot, because fuck that. Oh, of course it missed. No, of course. Why? Of course it missed. Of course it missed. Why would it hit? It's always just... We're gonna go for the 4v3. Why would it hit? Yeah. I mean, that is the question, right? I don't know why I expect anything at this point. But it's a 6-round fight. It's 4v3. We should win this, right? Like, I know nothing has worked out the way we hoped so far. But, like, definitely not Mordekaiser's down low. If we can get some kills, we can steal those stacks that they got from that early fight. Get our farming efficiency up to get some gold going. We just need to stop missing. So, how are we missing? Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay, Omaha. Just attack Omaha, okay? Just attack Omaha. Okay, Crank's dead. That's fine. Got it. Okay. Woo! 5 misses in a row. Still get the clean sweep. Okay, that's what we needed. That is what we needed. Yo, indeed. Okay, do we have any towers we can take? No, but I can at least make top lane close. We're still going to lose first tower here, which is annoying, but... Plunder this. Unlucky? Well, it's clean. It's considered a clean sweep because no one died. If no one dies, it's clean. Doesn't matter. It could be sloppy and clean. That's... Just trust me on that. The math lines up. I can't tell you how. But I promise you it tracks. Okay, we got top tower. Currently, we have a 44 gold lead. Largely because Kid now has 9 stacks of gold device, which is 45% farming efficiency, which is very silly. The legendary sloppy clean Joe? Yeah, exactly right. You're an English degree holder telling me this? Lol. Calling your alma mater? Honestly, I'd love to see you call St. Andrews and see what they have to say about me. That'd be fun. Be a fun little gag we got going on. I don't like any of what's happening right now because Kid's about to die and they're going to get all of his stacks. And that's a real problem for me. And all of us, but me definitely. Who got those stacks? Just don't kill Kakundo too, please. Oh, of course they do. Oh, they both went to Omaha. Okay, so their bot laner's about to get crazy fed. That's 14 stacks. Oh my god. Okay, well... Shit. Who needs gold on my side? Haas. Haas desperately needs gold. Get it, buddy. Get your attack boost. Please, he doesn't use that for anything. How dare you? How absolutely dare you? Oh my god. Shadow Imitator. Who can I steal stats from? Justice. Yeah, see? Got your stats, Justice. See, that's... Why play Justice when you can steal Justice's stuff? How we missed. I swear, I feel like 80% of these last games today would not feel nearly as bad if I hadn't missed every single skill shot I invested into. Like, it is scary the amount of misses that I have had. Okay, this is a 5v5. I don't want a 5v5. But I do want a 3v2. With increased damage. Shadowblade never misses. That's true, but I think in this case, I'd rather kill Omaha. Now, if they actually manage to focus Lady Deadfire, I'm going to feel very sad inside. And I don't want to act like that isn't a possibility. Just hit Omaha once. Thank you. Oh my god, all of those stacks are going to gang. All of those stacks are going to gang. Well, now we get a 2v1, which they have to surrender, which means we're going to get the buff here. And look at that. We've stabilized. Which is not to say that it's stable, but it is more stable than it was, damn it. Oh my god, we lost her. Okay. I'm starting to think Justice might be a problem. I'm starting to think that Justice is a concern. St. Andrews Administrator, I'm writing to notify you about the abhorrent behavior of one of your graduates. This individual is supposedly well-versed in the English language. He's told me that clean and dirty can be one and the same. That's not quite what I said. I find this not just to be offensive to someone who believes in facts, but also as an English speaker, I think it would be in the best interest of your prestigious academic institution to revoke this individual's degree. This vile fake news purveyor. Dirty plus clean equals Dean. You're goddamn right, get shiggy with it. Get Shiggy with it gets it. I don't know what your problem is, but Get Shiggy with it obviously gets it. I think this is a 5v3. We take that to the bank. Speak English, not American, you dumb Yankee. Well, that would be part of the problem, but you know, you can't hold it against Xander, right? I mean, that's every American makes that mistake. It's part of why everyone loves us so much. Scoreboard 1776. What side do you think Scotland was on in 1776, my brother in Christ? Like, tell me in detail why you think that they would look at the scoreboard on that one. They were probably snickering the entire way. Now, if I could kill Justice before she nukes Gang, it would be really cool. Like, now we have to kill Justice, like, really badly. Which, to be fair, I think we're going to, but it doesn't mean that Gang's not the one scaling anymore. Gang missing feels so much worse than Neil's missing. Yeah, because it was Neil's, right? You're at least getting full damage on everything that gets targeted. Whereas with Gang, if you miss on the main one, you're only getting knockoff damage for the rest. Oh my god, Hakuna has 150% farming efficiency. Wait a second. Okay. Oh, is there any way I can get that before? No, I can't. Dang it. God, that would be so amazing if I could close out the game while these three people are dead. But no, I think I have to just prepare. So that kid deals some damage to that Nexus. Okay, it's down to 7 out of 10. We're up 2,400 gold. Second item for Hakuna. Hakuna has become very difficult to kill. Second item for Gang. That's a lot of damage coming out. I feel good about our gold spread right now. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. What can we do here? Who needs gold? Kid needs gold. Kid's not going to get to the item from there, but it's going to get Kid a little bit closer each time. And that alone is worth it. Definitely that. If we closed out the game here, would it go badly? I don't know that it would. I mean, Conviction doesn't work as well onto Zealot, right? Because it'll only be the main one that gets targeted. You don't get it on the full. But, like... What can I do to make this meaningful? I could Shadow Imitator, get a boost. Yeah, let's deal a lot of damage from Zealot because he's currently buffed up by Crank. That really helps. Conviction. Gold times 30 bounty. Kind of just want to kill Justice here. 0 to 30 bonus damage is good. Put some stacks on there. Let's get some healing going. I think of the three, I care about Hakuna being at full strength most. Only buff I need is the RedShirtKing stream buff. Oh, thanks, buddy. Let's see if it works. RedShirtKing stream buff coming at you. I think this could work. Huge amount of damage coming in there. And now, huge amount of damage there. We're going to find out right now if I am crazy for this, but I think with Kid, right? A lot of summons here that are going to bump him up substantially. And Zealot's about to die. Huge boost for Kid. Huge boost for Kid. Now, I really like to focus Justice because Justice has the nuke, and I prefer not to get nuked. Oh, okay, Wolfgang's down. Wolfgang's down. Oh, that's so huge. That's so big. That's exactly what we needed to turn this around. Justice, dead. That's it. That's going to be game. That's going to be game. Oh, thank God. Oh, I was so worried. I was so worried starting the stream with 2 L's. I was not feeling good about the world in which we found ourselves. But with that victory, we're back on track. Yeah, just got the losses out of the way. Okay. Good stuff. Gang MVP. I do agree with you. I don't think Gang with Lady Deadfire is good. But I do think Gang was very good into what they were doing. Sometimes you need to lose in order to win. Yeah, look, man. Every loss is an opportunity to learn and grow and, you know, things of that nature. I will say, I don't think Haas did a ton for us that fight, you know? Like, I mean, he had that one fight bot lane that really helped us going, and having a fight card alone was worthwhile there. But didn't do a ton of damage. None of those buffs seemed like he didn't ever feel like he stole something that was super valuable, but you know, it's very possible I just didn't notice how much of like how much would Wolfgang have scaled if he wasn't constantly getting his scaling tools stolen. That's the kind of stuff that's hard to pin down. So I'm certainly open to that being. He was into the best champ in the game, so it's understandable. I mean, that's fair. I am inclined to agree with you as much as I resent the fact that I'm being made to agree with you. I do like Justice quite a bit. It's just, again, with Justice, it's just like, okay, so what do you let through, right? If you're going to ban Justice, which I'm open to the idea that you should ban Justice or just pick it, what are you willing to let through? I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do in these draft situations, which is perhaps how I got to where I'm at. Perhaps that's part of the rub. Okay. Charon's a pretty hard counter. That's true. But Charon, I mean, we couldn't do Charon in that particular game because I think it got banned against us, but I think a lot of the computers at this level aren't playing Charon, so it's very possible we could get away with that. Oh, hey, we got our tabletop game. Here. While y'all enjoy the tabletop game, I'm going to go to the restroom real quick. So I will be right back. Oh, hey. What will I do? Well, I'm gonna shoot the monster, of course, obviously. I don't think it's gonna go well for some reason. I do wish that this event had an alternate version in which, like, the coach rolls well and everyone pops off, but you know, what are you gonna do? Okay. Oh, Vesper. 96 is the opposite of a critical failure? I mean, it depends on the rules, right? Like, there are definitely rule sets where the goal is to roll low rather than high. Yeah, I mean, but the fact that you're rolling a 96 says they're not playing D&D. The real question is, what game are they playing? Because imagine, theoretically, it would be a Chinese role-playing game, right? Because this is a Chinese developer. Most of the cultural references here are China. Yeah, it has 100 percentile, but it's not... that was an attack roll, right? Like, an attack roll wouldn't be a D100 for shooting a pistol, right? That implies it's a different game. And I am sure there is a game like D&D that is popular in China. I just don't know what it is. Like, I know in Korea, for instance, that Call of Cthulhu is more popular than D&D over there. I can't tell you why. I just know that to be a fun fact that I have learned over time. But I'm sure China has a game that is referencing that I just don't know. But I will award meaningless bonus points if anyone can tell me. Armor for top lane, I suppose. Shield, yeah, I'd rather have more shield with my shield. Manta, sure. Crit damage in jungle. Sure. What do I want? Yeah. That seems good. Okay, I need to get some points, so we're gonna have our two most popular players just live stream this week. Critical success from Shay. Shay wants to keep up. Shay is invested in making the most entertaining streams possible, and we do appreciate Shaybomb for that. I mean, after all, without Shaybomb, I don't have this VTuber model, so You lurk for a little? Yeah, of course, man. I'm just glad you're here at all. Okay. Now, this is a concern. Look at that B- in top lane, and look at their A- in top lane, and I feel like that's a problem. There is no lane in which we are equal. Most lanes we're behind by a little bit. Top lane we're behind by a full letter grade. That is a problem. This right here, problem. Dungeons and underground cities that is popular in China. Okay. Dungeons and underground cities. I'm going to have to give myself a little Google on that. Different name. Yeah, that is the China way, right? There are a lot of games. Arena of Valor, Honor Kings. God. Hey, remember that time where Tencent told Riot, a company that they own, to make a mobile version of League of Legends? And Riot said no. And then they were like, okay, well, then we're going to hire this other company to make a clone of League of Legends, but for mobile. And then Riot said, nuh-uh, and tried to sneak someone from Taiwan into China in order to make them the Chinese person they'd report into. And that backfired horribly. And then Arena of Valor / Honor of Legends ended up becoming more popular than Wild Rift, a game that Riot would eventually end up having to make years later. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Ah, man. Early Riot was something else. Really was. It's been really fun. I've had a Shay, actually. I've been hanging out, going through like an old art for League of Legends. And man, oh man. Some of that art did not age well. Okay, so they don't have Justice. That's... Well, okay, they have Justice mid. It actually makes me more inclined to ban it. I know little of Riot's nonsense because I was always a Dota player. Well, see, Dota players will be the first to tell you about Riot's nonsense because League of Legends doesn't exist if Pendragon doesn't shut down Dota All-Stars and steal a whole bunch of stuff from forums. So... Yeah, Riot nonsense is like the foundational knowledge of a lot of that culture. But yeah, you don't have to deal with the day-to-day. You look, Riot abuses our player base. Valve ignores Dota. And that's different problems. Different problems. Both problems. Neither's great. But they are different problems. What do I not want to deal with? I guess... Like, Hakuna worries me first pick. Kid worries me first pick. I'm getting rid of Hakuna. I think Hakuna is the thing that scares me the most. They go Burial. Okay, so... I mean, they could go Burial Palulu. There's nothing I can do to stop them on Palulu unless... No. Would I... I could go Palulu Felyn again. Dota tourneys go hard. Oh, get jiggy with it. Absolutely, they do. I don't even like play Dota. I miss 80% of what's going on when the international comes on. But like, I have so much deep respect for your champion diversity. Just the fact that all these major tournaments, you see so many niche picks come to the forefront because there are always specific circumstances in which they're valuable. Very jealous. Wish that was my life. As a League fan, but okay, I'm gonna do the thing that's just safe. Kid, Frank, that's just a really safe set of lanes to build around. Burial, Crank, okay. I think that's Zealot. So I can force their top lane. I think I just banned Dylan for sure. They banned Niels, they banned QB. That's great. I have no problem. I mean, I wasn't going to play QB, that's for sure. I don't really care Kamaitachi or Zhang Jiki. But, I mean, I'm going to first pick Danny. So, maybe get rid of Gang? Yeah. Now let me. Come on over. They go deep space and Kamaitachi. Okay. Which means I think this is a Paisai angle. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Lady Deadfire does a lot of damage. We have a front line. Like, Lady Deadfire, I think, is a safe choice. Am I overthinking it by taking Paisai? No, because I think 5 actions, right? Like, Zella has a lot of actions. Boosting the attack power consistently every 5 actions. It does mean a Lemmy Paisai. Well, no, because a Lemmy also procs it. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's actually good. Let's see. This update made Dota even more crazy. His versatility of all heroes can select one of 2 passives. What? Turn ADC to support in a mid laner. Okay, give me a little bit more of an idea of like what you mean by passives. Because like obviously League of Legends has like summoner spells, which are things that we've had for a while because you know, it's just we don't, players got too confused by activated abilities, so we just put them onto special buttons. But I'm not, these are custom per hero. Okay. I think 4,000 is too much. I think I'd rather have energy storage chamber. I don't like Midas here. Yeah, that max HP I think is good. Yeah. Sledgehammer seems busted, right? Am I crazy? For instance, yeah, by all means Google one. 2 passive. Are these unique to each hero? Like, Valve took the time to come up with 2 different passives for each hero in the game? Because if that's what you're telling me, I'm about to get very jealous very quickly. Sure, I'm okay with that. Unique to each hero. God damn. You know what? Good for Valve. There's a lot with Valve that is frustrating. Undeniably. But that's cool. That's a genuinely cool thing to do. Okay. God, I'm so glad I got a couple tactical adjustments. My life is so... Look at this. Look at our first hand. I'm going to crack my voice because I'm so excited. Thinking Tank. This is the one. I've never been offered this card. I sure would like to be. That seems really good. I gotta swap? Is this gonna be a bot lane gank? Yeah. Oh, that's a problem, I think. Yeah, because it's pumped up. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 4. I don't like the Paisai doesn't have like an active counter. You just kind of have to, like, you'll see the number go up on the side. It feels like, given the number of characters that have a thing on the side, like the cold touch, it's weird that Paisai doesn't have one. Oh, thank God that last hit missed. Okay, well, I mean, I don't like that Lemmy died. Like, that's still very bad, but at least we're going to be able to kill Crank. Like, that'll be funny. Guess I should gain strategy points first, right? Yeah. We should have no problem killing Crank here. Especially with Kid. Crank should lose his mind here. Boop. Blop. Okay. Great. 1 for 1. Zealot gets a kill. That's good. Code Devour. Is that even worth right now? So Faceless Void is a melee AD carry. First passive is his dash reverses damage done for him for 1 more second than usual. Second passive completely changes his ult from an AoE freeze that can only be active for 4 seconds to an AoE attack speed buff for allies in the AoE, attack speed debuff for enemies. Wow, so you just changed, like, hey, you get a new ultimate if you want. Wow, that is definitely more detailed than I was expecting, to be honest with you. Wow. Yeah, gross, for sure, yeah. But that's the thing about Dota balance, right, is that everything is crazy strong, so nothing is overpowered. If everything's overpowered, nothing's overpowered. Oh my god. You ready for the freest kill of your life? I can't believe they let Deep Space alone. That was a, like, I don't even have to pretend to think about that one. That's gross. What just happened there? Disgusting. Okay. Fisticuffs is very good. Getting that stacking going. Yeah, that seems good. Yeah, we'll save the rest. Wow, I can't believe I got such an easy attack with Zealot here. Zealot's got 4 stacks already. Frank has 2. Yeah, Dota's balanced by making everything OP. It's an interesting strategy, right? Like, I feel like it would give me a headache trying to, like, play it, you know? I'm just not good enough at games in the genre to be able to pull that off, but I respect it. Fisticuffs, painful pleasure. Look at that, 1600 max HP already. Adrenaline, hot hands, hot hands. Rapid shooting, I missed the first one. Cool. I'm not even gonna bother. You get used to it. I'm sure you do. Look, I mean, any game, right? I mean, look, if I was to start spouting off information about Esports Godfather to someone that hasn't played 100 hours of it like I have, I'm sure they'd look at me like I was a fucking crazy person. Like, no, you don't understand. You've got the athlete cards, and they each have their own abilities. But then you also have the hero cards, and that represents the abilities that those heroes have in game, but also the version changes. So you have to keep in mind, like, different fights work differently. So you can have a dragon that works this way on this patch, this way on the other. Like, every game has that. I understand that. But, like, God, Dota. All these passive complex enough that most characters have 2 optimal ways to play now? That's great. I love that philosophy. Could I do it myself? I don't know. Do I respect the hell out of it? You're goddamn right I do. That's not helpful for us right now. No, that also doesn't help us right now. Okay, that does help us right now. Okay. Can this probe attack kill Crank? I don't think it can. But I sure would like to try. Yes! Yes, it does. Okay. Whew. That was close. I don't know how close that was, but it had to have been close. That has to have been an overclocking getting us there, right? We have nearly evened this up. The best part, Zealot's about to get a whole bunch of stuff he can do. How crazy can we get? Not as much as I'd like, that's for sure. Get rid of adrenaline to make initiate cards last longer. Deal some damage there. I think I can make Burial's life really hard, actually. And a lot of esports Dota games really hard now. Someone locks in an ADC that's actually their support, then goes to a weird-ass tri-lane in the laning phase. Oh, yeah. I mean, as a professional, you have so much you need to figure out. But, like, that makes the games more fun to watch, right? Like, if you're a fan, you don't want to, you know, see a solved game, right? That's, I think, part of why League has, like, on and off pro metas, right? Yeah. Burial's dead, by the way. Zealot's going to be a problem for them, and I could not be happier. We're already almost at that point. At the oh no. Oh yeah, the casters, good luck. I wish them the best in their endeavors. Yeah, we go for those. Because, like, Deep Space, look, obviously, if he scales up, he's dangerous, but let me get to attack twice? You only have to hit Deep Space with one of the attacks to prevent the crazy scaling. It's somehow we've lost every roll, and Lemmy's gonna get herself killed by acting. So it actually went horribly, but I feel like if they'd hit Paisai once, we're fine. I don't know. Maybe that was obvious, and I just missed that. The 109 was there. I will say, Crank into Alemi is a lot better than I realized. Paisai is better with Zealot and Alemi than I realized as well. But Crank, I need to mark as a counter. So I'll have to remember to do that when this is done. They're putting their one carry into Wolfgang, huh? I don't know that that's the way I would do things if I were them. But you know what? I'm not them. I don't get to choose their life. I don't choose to make their choices. Gonna just steal all their gold real quick. That seems good to do. No one in range for the fisticuffs. No one within a square of them. It's not really a ton. I mean, I might as well do that, right? Like, there's no harm in it. I think Hot Hands rethink. And then I'll stay for now. I do like the Frank has 3,000 increased max HP just from what we've done so far. The stacks are in our favor, though Crank is doing work, and I don't love that. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, Getchig, with that. I think Caster's already deep respect for that job. Deep respect for learning all those ability names, being able to adjust on the fly. Like, it's hard enough to be able to talk in public when you know everyone's scrutinizing every word out of your mouth. To also have to be smart. Now, please hit Kamitachi. Ah, man. Okay, we almost could have gotten a kill, but I guess I'm glad that I just didn't get killed. I shouldn't be greedy. Yeah. I mean, the great pyrotechnics. I always call him pyrotechnics. I don't know. Look, he's a friend of mine in real life, so I'm allowed to call him by the wrong name. But Pyrotechnics, former EULCS caster. Always in awe of the games that he used to cast. You know, he just, the ability to get all that stuff down. Oh my god, they just forfeited it to us. It just gave us Herald. These pro sport casters get to chat about the weather. Oh my god. Especially in a game like American football, right? Like, you have so much downtime in between plays. That really, really helps. You do not get that in the same way on a lot of other sports, really. Okay, so here's a question for you. Yeah, so if we crank there, that means I get to kill Burial for free, which seems good. Like, I could have gone for the 3v3, and I probably win that too, but I'd rather go for a 1v3, one-on-one that I know I win. And then that means, actually, hold on one second. How much mana do I have? I'll have none after this. So I'm playing this purely to stay in lane. But I'll draw that so I have it for next turn. Because Zealot is our win condition, and Zealot is going to win us this game. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind, Zealot's got what it takes. But yeah, I mean, in a game like League of Legends or Dota, there's just so many intricacies going on. Every moment you're not talking about the strategic implications that these teams are taking into account, you're wasting an opportunity to educate fans, to really capture like the mentality that these players are bringing in. I mean, I'm going for this. I don't have to like it, but I do think I have to go for this. This is where Paisai, right? Like, I feel good about Paisai's place in this, because I'm going to have a lot of actions that should be bumping up all of my characters. And I don't mind if Crank puts something onto one Zealot clone, because it doesn't affect every Zealot clone. Okay, we've not missed that second burial. Okay, burial's dead. Burial's dead. I actually would prefer to kill Crank here, funnily enough. Probably the first time in my life I've ever been happier to kill a Crank than a Deep Space, but... I mean, I got both! Oh my god! The fight ends if you kill one, but because Alemi had 2 attacks, I just got to kill both. Oh, that's huge. 10 players, unique things at all times. It can be super complex. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, that was huge. We lose First Blood turret, but honestly, who gives a crap, right? Like, that's what we needed. And now we're going to have this moment, right? Dragon Bless, 8% crit rate. Let's put that on Alemi. Painful Pleasure. Look at all that stacking here. 4,625. And yeah, it turns out I'm happy to go into this fight. Frank is going to be massive this game. Yeah, one turn kill. Why not? Now, can I get over to... No, I can't get over to this lane, can I? No, and he's the only guy up, which is a shame, because I sure would like to. Yeah, let's kill that tower. That seems good. Amnesty... Who needs gold? I mean, Kid needs gold, and that's enough of a reason to do it. That does buff Frank, so I'm willing to do that. Yeah, I might as well deal the 3. There's no reason not to. It guarantees a code engage at the start of the next round. They are going to get to act first. Spots like these are why I like my 3 roaming style cards on my jungler. Oh, yeah. Now, roaming cards are great on your jungler. It just, to me, it's all about what you're giving up for that, right? And if you look at, like, let's see, my jungler cards, if you view the athlete, right? Tactical adjustment, right? I'm drawing a card and gaining a strategy point. And if I'm doing my job properly, right, that card that I'm drawing should allow me to enable whatever my character's doing. Same with Adrenaline, right? I'm giving myself 6 strategy points, and so I'm allowing myself to get to the thing that my character is designed to do. Plan B, I'm drawing more cards, making it easier to do the thing that my character is designed to do. Obviously, if you roam, right, you're giving yourself that energy inherently, and there is value in that. But oftentimes, just spending mana to roam is not as good as spending the same amount of mana to do just you know, whatever else it is you want to do. 1% max HP attack power is pretty good. It's pretty good from Frank here. But I get what you're saying. It is consistency in a way that, like, if you don't know what you're drafting, it is always better to have something you know you can play around, right? I'm going to give this to a Lemmy. Does this get the item? It sure does, which means I can spend the last one on Kid. And it means, oh, hey, look at this fight card that I actually, wait a second, why am I doing that? First, I can do that. I can even hot hands, so I get more scaling from this. But yeah, roaming cards are good. The key is, like, are you playing roaming cards because the picks you're making don't inherently have roaming cards? Or are you playing roaming cards because you feel like you need that extra versatility on top of what your picks are doing? The latter, I think, is probably not the best use of your time. But the former, if your picks are things that don't always have that inherently built into the kit, then yeah, by all means, you know? And hey, we got 2 kills, which means they have to forfeit the Herald. Go team. I don't like that they're on my Nexus, by the way. I want to be on the record that I have seen that this is happening, and I don't care for it. But I don't know what to do. That top laner is just very good. And I don't think there's anything I can do to stop them. I do like that my base is 500 damage to start. I just don't know that's going to matter. Yeah, it does not matter. It's a lot of damage. Yeah, no, Wolfgang's a lot right now. And everyone has to come down to deal with him. But they're not actually dealing with him, which means he's just attacking base freely, which is a problem. That's 3. Excuse me. Oh my god. That's terrifying. Terrifying. There's an answer to that, which is to do this. Herald Bless is going to give me extra attack power, which I can give to a Lemmy. I'm going to discard this from my hand. Deep cannot... Deep Space cannot missile the Nexus. That's right. Yeah, it targets heroes in a space. But that's okay. We're going to win the game now. We're just not going to let it get that far. We're just going to play the end. We used Assimilation to give us the end the game card, and our 5v5 beats their 5v5. Especially when we increase the number of rounds that this is going to take. Paisai is about to go crazy. I have to admit, we spent a lot of damage onto Wolfgang so far that hasn't 100% paid off. Mostly because we keep fucking missing. Like, we've got 7 Paisai stacks and Zealot's about to die. At least Kid pops off, but... Okay. Wolfgang's dead. Okay, now things start getting good for us. I think. Yep. Okay. Yeah. We turn this. We win this. We win this. Yep. Now it's just Deep Space left. Whew. Yeah. That's GG. 2-2 tonight. Yeah. It turns out Frank's fucking crazy. Frank popped off so hard. Yeah, that's the MVP. Of course it's the MVP. Like, don't get me wrong, it felt like Zealot was, like, causing most of those interactions, but, like, that's a 3-0-3 Frank. Not even high kill participation. But, like, if you look at the gold, if you look at the max health, like, what were you supposed to do? You know? Paisai did what needed to be done. Zella did what needed to be done. It wasn't the best kid game, but it wasn't a bad kid game. I think that's the game just noticing that their top laner was so much better than ours. And like, yeah, Tactica was a full letter grade better than Alice. The fact that Alice played as well as she did given that, honestly, super impressive. And that's going to get Kid leveled up, which is great. 9 max HP per level. Yeah, I'll take that. Skip that. None of those. None of those. 4% farming efficiency is actually quite good. Yeah, I prefer that more to max HP on my bot laner. Yeah, let's make the fights better. Let's make the fights better. That's why Kid's here. Attack power per 25 gold. I think that scales really nicely. So let's just, for the sake of the argument, for Paisai, Synergic here. I would say Synergic with Omaha as well, right? Disadvantage against Haas for sure. I don't know advantage against. That's one of the things I still have a lot to figure out in terms of how to rank some of the stuff. Mr. Q, big winners this week, or this month, I should say. They did lose their last game, which is kind of funny, but look at us. 5-3, top third of the league. We're now ahead of Three-Headed Dog, the team we lost this start of the stream to. Got quite a bit of courses and training points. Yeah, Shay can go and participate in a charity event. Highest damage conversion. A medal that I actually have not figured out whether it's good or not. Oh, Bunu Shan is here. Bunu Shan is inevitable. Bunu Shan is unstoppable. If she awakens, oh boy. Oh boy, a good Bunu Shan goes such a long way. Blocker, also someone I have really stepped up my attention to. Especially Blocker combined with Felyn. I think it'd be very good. Kaka's not good. But, you know. Let's see. When it reaches 10, spawn a Yummy Biscuit. Yeah. Yummy Biscuits seem good. Yeah, restoring health in the field is good. Initiate cards are still longer. Awards still here. That's fine. Oh my god. Oh, courage and maybe want to learn things? Okay. I mean, I'm not going to spend points for you to learn Kaka. Yeah. This I will spend points. Yeah, get Blocker in there. An expert blocker for sure. Yeah, max the one. Bunush. You know what? For 40 points, I'll give you some love, Courage. Congratulations. It's a whole 40 points. Therefore, worth my time. Six kills in a game I haven't gotten in a long time. Winning before turn 50, also not really happening. Dragon's been very inconsistent, so... Turn around for you, I'll do again. And 13 heroes. That I can do. That I can control. But I don't know if that's actually good for me. I think if we've learned anything, it's that there are just certain champs that are really good for me to have. Kills before round 45 seem good. I get enough of those over time. Let's see. 652, 956, 962. Yeah, this is fine. I'm willing to spend 10 points on this. Frank. And... yeah. No, Manta. Manta more than Lubos. But Gillis, sure. And, yeah, Felyn, why not? And, Blocker, yeah. That all seems good. Got a couple better training practices. That's good. Quite nice to replace there. Actually, no, I like it where it was. That was a overreaction from me, fam. Unique farming practice? No, farming strategy is definitely better. I don't have any 2-course there, so that's fine. Okay. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, and we'll jump into some training and at least one more game. We've got a winning streak going, so I don't want to lose the momentum, but I will be right back. Okay, back at it again. Let's see what we got. Let me turn off the BRB here. Okay, so we got 42 points, which means I have the ability to teach Bunu Shan to my bot laner. And I think I want to, because our games do tend to go late. And when games go late, Bunu Shan is very, very good. So let's do it. And then live streaming. Yeah, it turns out Shay's very popular. We'll get the live streams going there. Master, great. Best case scenario for Bunu Shan. Training, yep. Yeah, obviously remove 2 additional stacks. Yeah, we need to get to Awakening as quickly as possible. That's great. Now, is our top lane behind in experience? Yes. Probably a thing I should do something about. But look at this A+ hero pool. Huh? Think of that? Maybe that's worth it? Probably not. Probably being a whole letter grade behind in top lane is not ideal. And we're behind everywhere else too, by at least half a letter grade. But that hero pool though. It's not. I mean, hey, how do you know? Has it stopped us so far, other than those losses we took at the start of the stream? Checkmate, Atheist. No, I mean, we gotta be careful here for sure. But hey, let's see. What do we want to get rid of? Hey, 50% of the time it works every time. Let's get out of here, Hakuna. I'm sick of your shit. They ban Letty, Deadfire, and Bigfoot. That's perfectly fine with me. Let's get rid of Fatty White, because I don't want to deal with it. And let's get rid of... I don't see any Frank on their side. So let's get rid of Bart, because I don't want to deal with it. They ban Peter, which means we first pick Kid. They go a Lemmy. They go Tiger Boy. Flex that here. We go Frank. That's our core. That's been our core. That remains our core. And I think we go Blocker. I think Blocker's going to give us a lot of versatility here. It's going to give us a lot of shielding. They go Niels. That's a really annoying, not gonna lie. They ban Lubos. Oof. I mean, I like Zealot for us, so I don't want to ban it necessarily. I kind of want to ban Paisai from them because I think that could scale up pretty crazy. I'm also going to ban Palulu from them because I don't want them having shields. They ban Bunu Shan, that's fine. We take, they take Aurelio, we take Zealot. And I think we're taking Felyn. And I know what you're thinking. Chase, Felyn didn't go well last time. What's changed? I mean, blockers new, right? That counts. That's different. I don't know if it'll matter, but it is different. Historically, that's worth it. Maybe, hopefully. That's the goal at least. That's the theory crafting. Now we know that didn't work well last time, so let's do. Let's get the crit on round 1 is actually really good for her because that's when all the bonus attacks happen. And we'll do the lifesteal last. And then blocker here. Let's do the shield because shield is so good for Felyn. And then we can get the Vampire Fangs. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah! For sure. For sure. I know I said that without confidence, but I want you to know I believe everything I'm saying without any doubt in my mind. I said dishonestly. Look, you gotta believe. At some point, you just gotta believe. But I think looking at the time, this is going to be my last game either way. I would like to end on a win. I'd like to end on a high note. It would feel great to go from losing 2 games in a row to winning 3 games in a row. That's the goal here. And I think I might be able to pull that off if this is any sign. Because they're going to go down there. Yummy Biscuit. Going to help there. We're going to gank. And actually, why even pretend otherwise? Let's make this a 4v2. Let's get everyone involved. I have to say, Felyn, not the start I was hoping for, but that's okay. If we could just all focus Alemi here. She's very low, all things considered. Just don't miss. Okay, well, Kid missed. Kid's very good into Alemi because Alemi does the multiple attacks. And if any one of them doesn't hit Kid, he gets the kill. This is very good. This is going to be a double kill. Hell yeah, it is. Bringing Kid down was absolutely the correct call. It is going to mean we have a lot of problems there, but, you know, it's fine. We'll just pass for now. Oh, wait, he goes back? Oh my god, that's so much better than I thought. Why is he already back? He teleported for support and then immediately got back to lane? I will admit, sometimes I don't understand how these mechanics work. It feels like if you teleport bot, you should have to lose lane presence, but I'm not going to argue with it. We're about to make their life real sad. Because we have adrenaline. We have that here. Assimilation. Excited state. Free attacks. We could signal detection. Is that even worth it right now? That would give us what? Assault mode, transition. Both of those actually are very good right now. Oh, wow. A lot more than I thought. Okay. So, probe attack. Missed. That's unfortunate. Transition. Can't draw anymore, but that's okay. Assault mode's still worth it. Excited mode is still worth it. And then we engage. And Felyn is scaling. Felyn is already at energy level 2. Which that's 3 bonus attacks to start the fight. And I think Felyn... I think we found Felyn's home. I think we found Felyn's home. There we go. There we go. That's what we wanted to see, folks. And look at that. I mean, 202 Zealot, 103 Felyn. We got the kid gold. We are ahead 1,300 gold right now in the early game. Inferno March, okay, sure, you're gonna get a little bit there, but like, to what end? Like, are you ganking Frank? No? Yeah, you don't. Seems like you don't want to do that. Then what are you ganking? I mean, you're gonna take tower. I guess that's fair. You do take top tower, and that is something. And I get it, right? Their top lane is a full letter grade better than ours. That does matter, and that is going to make a difference. Okay, Tiger Boy overwatches Zealot. That's probably for the best for them. They're going to keep setting up things like this. Okay, it's a 3v2. I'll be honest, they're tower diving us, which I don't love for them. But mostly because, okay, they double troubled, they got all the stuns off. And so what? Like, it doesn't, I don't think they're going to kill Zealot here. Which is the whole reason you do this. I mean, it didn't go badly, right? They didn't lose anybody, but it doesn't seem like Zealot was as likely to go down as they thought he was. I say he like Zealot has a gender. Giant robot dogs, I don't know. Okay, energy level 3. We love to see that. Tactical, tactical. Painful pleasure. Let's just keep stacking that. Hot hands, hot hands. Excited state. Let's get some attacks going. No fisticuffs that are worthwhile at this moment in time. We might as well Yummy Biscuit, right? And then we'll just wait so we get to attack before they get to attack. That seems good to me. Like, it's one of those things, right? Like, this is a problem. It is a problem that they have a 41% poke rate in top lane and we have 18%. That is a genuine concern that I don't feel good about. And at the same time, you look at Zealot. Zealot's about to attack an assimilation bot. And yeah, we're just going to attack. We're just going to make this bot lane miserable. That's the whole goal here. And yes, Tiger Boy does get to come down because he played Overwatch. And it doesn't matter. Lemmy's dead. Like, Tiger Boy's going to mitigate the damage. Crank won't die. Is that worth it? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not convinced it would be worth it for me. If the roles were reversed, I don't know that I'm looking at this like, haha, nailed it. Because Alemi's still dead and now Overwatch is gone, right? Oh, no, Overwatch isn't gone? How long is Overwatch? Is Overwatch a 10 turn? That's fine. We got 4 attacks. That's fine. Now, this I actually really like. Here's a free attack. Frank onto Niels. Okay. Niels can't attack. Miss. Okay. Yeah. That's a kill. Frank with the solo kill. And you look here. Look at the gold difference. Look at the stacks difference. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Versus nothing on the other side. Everyone on our team has a 30% farming efficiency bonus compared to our opponent. Just from a baseline. And in a minute, they're about to opt into a 2v1 if they want to have any chance to stop this dragon fight, which I don't think they're going to do. Yeah. They do get to act before me. What are they going to gank, right? Like, I guess, like, theoretically, you'd gank top. But I don't know that that goes well for you. Dragon Bless. 8% crit rate. Obviously, with Felyn, all those bonus attacks. Assault mode. Transition. Excited state. I can't draw into signal detection. That's a little awkward, but not like... Not in a way that's an actual problem, you know? I think I'll hot hands Frank here. Yeah, this is going to be a dive onto tower. It's going to try to kill Kid. I feel like maybe. Really stun Kid. But they're going to take a lot of damage on the way. Yeah, it's still worth it. They still got the 6 stacks. That's what they needed. And now this tower is going to get pushed in. And there's not much we can do about that. Because no one's going to come and defend the inner tower. Yeah. Okay. Next is taking a little bit of damage. I mean, I could try to kill Tiger Boy. It's this weird, like, obviously, like, killing Niels is a lot easier. And sometimes the easy play is the right play in a game like this. We just kill Niels. We accept that we've lost this lane anyway. Herald, like, killing Niels means we win that fight guaranteed. So I think that's the play. Like, this is a bad time for the Niels player here. And we do get the kill. What's left here? You know, might as well do that. Sure, hot hands. Signal enhancement. Okay, you do have a Herald play. Gonna give Aurelio a little stack there. That's fine. Double trouble onto a Lemmy. That is annoying. But I don't think you're gonna be willing to risk this. Yep. The key here, we just need to make sure that we don't lose we don't lose the Nexus due to the top disadvantage, right? Like, maybe the answer was to gank Tiger Boy. Like, maybe that's also a kill, and I was overreacting. But, I mean, if you look at this, right? Here's a couple people with Spectral Weapon. I think Frank's about to absorb a lot of enemy damage. I don't see how they get a kill here. Like, Aurelio just crit for 1,000 damage. Did it matter? I don't think it did. I don't think it ever mattered. 4,000 damage in that fight. Frank's still standing. It's what makes Frank very good. Harold Bless. I mean, yeah, for sure. Now, this is the part that's hard, right? Because, again, I think the obvious answer... You excited state? You excited state again? You probe attack? You miss. Draw. Ultimate charge. Kill a Lemmy. Great. Double kill. Oh, we got both. Ultimate charge killed both. That's huge. If we don't lose base to Tiger Boy specifically, this was absolutely worth it. That's a free dragon. Okay. I think this is the way in which good old Felon's meant to be played. I'm seeing the synergies here. But Tiger Boy, guys. Or I should say ladies, please. Do you see how Tiger Boy is about to kill our base? You see that, right? Uh-huh. Tiger Boy literally about to deal 1 damage to our base. You see that, right? Uh-huh. Okay. Yep. This is not good. Oh my god, look at this damage, though. 10 free attacks to start the fight. I mean, sure, Lemmy's gonna use the double trouble here. I think we're gonna escape with all our lives, though. And if that sends us to base, right? Okay. Now this is really annoying because I think we have to try to end the game here or we just lose. Not really where I wanted to be. I want to be on the record. Okay. Amnesty. Oh, I should have done that before I did the thing. Conviction. Who has a bounty? Let's just kill Tiger Boy quick. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. I think we win the game off of this. Which we need to do because our Nexus is at 1 health. Oh my god. The crit with Tiger Boy. Tiger Boy's already dead. Tiger Boy's already dead. The fight hasn't even started yet. Look at all these free attacks. Oh, Felyn. Look at how happy she is. Look at the eyes. Look at the eye change. Oh, she's so excited. Oh, this is over. This is over. Just popping off. It's such a huge amount of damage early to burst onto. Yep, Aurelia's dead. Yeah, this is it. We're going to win the game off of this. Oh my god. What a weird game. Like, it was never in doubt in that we were so far ahead, right? Like 9,000 gold? Like, we were always the better team, but we had 1 health on our Nexus. We were so far behind in one lane. It almost cost us the game. Look at Felyn. Great target shooting, Felyn. Good job, Danny. Mastering the new champ with ease. What a perfect game from her tonight. And like, look, I don't think Kid was bad. Like, Kid lost lane hard, but given how far behind Kid is in skills, like I think Alice did what she needed to do. Man, oh man. Way to go. Thank you very much, Walter. God, that felt so close, but look at that damage. This is how Felyn should be used. I understand now. I see, said the blind man. 3 wins in a row. Look at all that achievements. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna skip these. Skip that. I'm glad to be here to teach me. Yeah, I mean, without you saying get good, I don't know where I'd be, you know? That's one of those harsh truths in life. It's just sometimes you need to get good. And I'll have to live with that. But yeah, let's get Blocker on here. Synergistic. Good shit here, Felyn. What a game. And that's going to get us to 6-3. It's going to get us 1 win away from guaranteeing playoffs. Danny on Felyn is our MVP of the week, as she deserves. All 5 Rough Drafts players. The Sirens call 5 across the board players of the week. And that's where we're going to end tonight's stream. Ending on a high note. We lost 2 games. It looked rough, but then we won 3 games in a row. That's what we want to see. That's the arc that's available to us. And I think now that we understand Felyn a little bit better, we understand the benefit of Blocker rather than Polulu in terms of how that synergy is working. And we're not going to get distracted by something like Mickey. Man, oh man. I'm feeling good about our future. I'm feeling good about where we're headed. But more than anything, I'm glad y'all were able to join us. Thanks to everyone in chat who was able to be here throughout the stream. It's always great to be able to share this lovely game with y'all, and I hope you had as much fun as I did. If you want to see all the other stuff that I do, at Chase Wassenar on Twitter, chasewassenar.bsky.social. I spend more time on Blue Sky than I do on Twitter. At least that's what I'd like to tell myself, because one of those is less of a hellscape than the other. But you can find me on both, and I want to hear from y'all what you'd like to see, what you enjoyed. Obviously I'm enjoying this game. If there's anything else you'd like to see, though, always happy to hear from y'all. Of course, you should check out the Rough Drafts podcast that I do with Lord C80s, who's been here in chat for a while now. You can go to Rough Drafts Pod on Twitter or Rough Drafts Podcast on bsky.social. Every Monday we release a new episode. The episode we just did at the time that you're watching this stream, it'll be the Monday before for people who are watching the VOD on YouTube. We talked about Esports Godfather with Danny, who is not just our bot laner, but the person who introduced me to the game. So you should definitely check that out if you want to hear all my thoughts on the game from a review perspective. Rather than getting into the nuts and bolts like these streams are. But of course, we also do the Final Cut podcast. And by the time that you're watching this video on YouTube, you will have seen our latest episode of Final Cut, our movie podcast, which will be talking about Furiosa. So if you're interested in hearing Walter, my thoughts on that, definitely follow Rough Drafts Podcast anywhere you get your podcasts. I think you'll have a great time. Certainly, we have a great time recording them. Thank you so much again for tuning in tonight, and until next time, goodbye, Internet.